If we're going to do anything great in this life, it is going to require discipline. That's the truth.
Are you committed? Because without commitment, nothing happens. Because you cannot conquer what you are not committed to.
Listen to me. Most people give up when they're tired, but a disciplined person gives up when they're done. Discipline is the bridge between your goals and your outcomes. Either suffer the price of discipline or suffer the price of regret. Inspiration gets you going, but it's discipline that keeps you growing.
To be focused, to be committed. That is something we don't see anymore.
If you are going to accomplish anything extraordinary, it is going to require you pushing through the discomfort and embracing the grind and disciplining yourself. You cannot have any tremendous output without the input of hard work and discipline. That's just a fact of life.
Lay a disciplinary structure on yourself. Get the chaos in check. And then you can move towards a state that's freer. Because it's discipline first. Like, look, if you're going to become a concert pianist, there's going to be several thousand hours of extraordinarily disciplined practice. That's the imposition of order on your potential, let's say. But what comes out of that is a much grander freedom.
What is preventing most people from moving in the direction that they want to move is a lack of discipline. And no one wants to hear that answer. It's the harshest answer. Yeah. It's not cool. It's not good clickbait. Because the reason it's not good clickbait is because, well, you can put this as clickbait. The one reason most people don't succeed, right? But then as soon as you click on that clickbait and then it says discipline, they don't even read it because they don't want to hear it. Because what they actually, when they see that word discipline, it's actually a slap in the face because they know it's true. They actually know it's true, right? If you want to make progress in your life, you got to have discipline. That's how you get there. Discipline is the root of all good qualities.
If you don't do that, if you get up and you just have no discipline whatsoever, you get no value of anything. Your diets don't work when you don't do them. Exercise doesn't work when you don't do them. But most of the people have some experiences that they want to shift. And once you shift those things, your whole life changes. But life is constant growth. My life isn't here because I went to one seminar one time and now my life is fit for life. I work out, I train my mind, I train my body. It becomes a lifestyle. It's not just like you're depending upon somebody else. I'm not here to become somebody's guru. I'm not here to give them a gift. I'm here for them to open up their own gifts. And that's really what my work has been.
Here's the clue. Make rest a necessity, not an objective. The objective of life is not to rest. The objective of life is to act. Think of more disciplines. Think of more ways and means in which to use your own wisdom and your own philosophy and use your own attitude, your own faith, your own courage, your own commitment, your own desires, your own excitement. Invest it in discipline so that it's not wasted. The smallest of discipline. Thereby transform your life. Join the 5%, join the 10%, join the 3%.
Is there some area you're tempted to give up in? Or maybe just slack off, not be your best? Stay committed. Keep doing the right thing. You can't see it, but up in front of you is a double portion. There's something more rewarding than you could imagine. Yes, it may be difficult, but you are well able. Make up your mind, you are in it for the long haul. Be stubborn when it comes to not giving up.
Where there is no vision, the people perish. So the key to your life is finding a vision that imposes discipline on you.
Now, one thing I want to straighten out, big time. Discipline is not punishment. It's not. Discipline is training. That's all it is. I was talking to my son one time and I asked him, and it was weird because I was trying to see if he really knew what it was all about. And I said, hey man, you know I have to discipline you. What is discipline? And he goes, punishment. When I do something wrong and you punish me. I was like, no. Discipline is training. If you change your mind, your mindset, and really focus it on what discipline really is, you start to welcome discipline. You welcome self-discipline into your life.
Anything you want to accomplish is going to take a commitment. You know, sometimes people are afraid of commitment. You know, they don't want to be obligated. They don't want to be disappointed. Sometimes we like to keep our options open. Maybe there's a plan B later on we'd rather choose. But I bet every one of us could look over our life and we could see through our life that the things that we truly committed to, the things that we were all in on, wholehearted, those are the things we're enjoying the most right now. Commitment is something that is going to cause us to gain in the long run. See, commitment means obligation, determination, discipline. See, to make a commitment is going to cost you something. You're going to have to focus on it. You're going to have a plan. You're going to have to be determined. You see, you have to serve your commitment for a time, and eventually that commitment will serve you. See, that commitment will benefit you eventually. And that's the importance of commitment, because commitment causes us to accomplish. And it's not always easy. If commitment was easy, everybody would be accomplishing. Everybody would be walking in victory.
You know, we kind of have this idea that you have a certain delightful, wonderful, positive freedom as a child, and then that's given up as you approach adulthood. But the truth of the matter is that you have a lot of potential as a child, but none of that is capable of manifesting itself as freedom before you become disciplined. And discipline is a matter of the imposition of order, and the order is necessary, especially for people who are hopeless and nihilistic. And lots of people are hopeless and nihilistic. Way more people than you think. And part of that is because no one's ever really encouraged them.
I do think that and it's not just in sport, but with other things, I do believe that the more you repeat certain things, whether it is writing, working on your, whether it's cursive letters or whatever it is, like when you work on something and you keep doing it over and over, it's inevitable that it will get better. And by that, you're creating this feeling of repetition, which leads to discipline. Like, you can do it over and over again.
We all have opportunities to give up on what we're believing for, walk away from an uncomfortable situation, slack off, not be our best. But if you're going to reach your highest potential, you have to stay committed. You can't be moved by what's not working out, slack off at work because you're not being treated right. You have to have a made-up mind that you are in it for the long haul. It may be difficult. You have a good reason to walk away. Don't take the easy way out. Stay committed to your marriage. Stay committed to your friends. Be committed in the good times and the tough times. Stay committed to your dreams. Don't give up on the promises God put in your heart. You're not always going to feel like it. There will be good days and tough days. Times when it's exciting, times when you feel like giving up. That's when you have to dig your heels in and say, I'm going to do the right thing when it's hard. I'm committed to my dreams. I'm not going to give up because I don't see anything happening. I'm going to keep believing, expecting, thanking God. I know it's on the way.
If discipline comes from somewhere else, it's very, very hard to remain consistent because you tend to resist. It's wild because I see trainers and they're in the gym with people and the guy or girl that they're working out hates their workout, hates it because the discipline is coming from somewhere else. It's something that you dread every time you go in. You don't really want to do it. It's like, but oh no, my trainer's here. He's about to, beat me up and make me feel crazy. Well, the truth is, every trainer should work his way out of your life. Anybody who's working you out, your teachers, your trainers, your people, they have to train you to get out of your life. So you can go ahead, do your own workout, do your own thing, practice self-discipline.
Motivation doesn't get anything done. Motivation gets you going. Discipline, commitment, strong habits is what gets things done. Motivation is just a feeling. Grounded action is what gets things done. So here's my invitation to you. The next time you feel motivated, don't do anything grand and exciting or set any lofty expectations for yourself to stay that way or whatever the case may be. Get a pad and paper and write down 1 or 2 things that you're going to commit to doing every single day, no matter what. You're gonna use that motivation to build a machine for yourself.
When we talk about how to become successful, everybody likes to talk about motivation. I see people writing on my page, oh, Andy, I'm motivated. Oh, I listen to your videos and I get hyped. That's great. I'm glad that you can do that, and I'm glad that I can get you hyped for 5 minutes. But what do you do after the 5 minutes is over? What do you do when you wake up the next day? What do you do when somebody's not there watching you? What do you do when you have to either do what it is you're supposed to do without somebody there to supervise you? Anybody can do the they want to do when they feel like doing it. Anybody can go to the gym when they feel like going to the gym. Anybody could show up to work and give 100% when they feel good about what they're working on. But that's not what makes successful people successful. What makes successful people successful is what they do when they don't feel like it. It's what you do when you don't feel like going to the gym. It's what you do when you show up to work and you want to kill your boss. Those are the things that make up success. And that's not motivation. That's discipline. That's the quality that makes people successful. And if you want to look at any successful person on earth, they have cultivated discipline. Nobody wakes up in the morning every day of their life fired up. I'm not Mr. Fire 24 hours a day. The reason I'm successful is because I execute whether I have the fire or whether I don't have the fire.
If you're ready to quit, then don't get started. If you're ready to quit, don't get started. If you're looking for this easy path, don't get started. If you think they're not going to close the door on you and say no 1,000,000 times, don't get started. But every time they close the door, I just get excited. Why? Because I am not a no. I'm one yes away. I'm one yes away. You can't keep telling me no forever. You can't keep denying me forever. This type of energy, this type of passion, you can't stop it.
All the other people who are building multi-million-dollar careers and lives and businesses, they've all figured out one thing. They know how to get themselves up and moving when they don't feel like it. And it always comes down to discipline. So don't ask the question, how do I stay motivated? Because no one stays motivated. Ask the question, how do I develop the discipline to do the things that I know I need to do when I don't feel like doing it?